Okay, let's talk about choosing a lender. You've probably heard getting your pre-approval is one of the first things they need to do, but a lot of people aren't sure. Should they go with a big name company online? Should they go with a little credit union? Should they go with a brokerage? Who's best? So that's what we're going to be talking about today on your frequently asked questions. Okay, so which lender is going to be best for you? There's obviously a very wide-ranging opinion. I'm just going to give you mine, take it with a grain of salt, and decide what's best for you. Here's a couple of things that you're going to want to consider. There's generally two places that you can get a mortgage, and either from a bank or a credit union that they basically have one set of products that they can offer. Their rates, their terms, their products, it can be limited. Doesn't mean that they're good or bad, but it's a little bit limited, okay? It's kind of like if you want to buy a hotel, do you go to Hilton.com or do you go to Expedia? With a bank or a credit union, an individual institution like that, they can only give you Hilton hotel rates on Hilton.com. That bank can only give you their rates from there. So the opposite would be going to a mortgage broker. Someone like I recommend Marketplace Home Mortgage or Stearns Lending, one of these types that they basically just originate the loans and they can service a whole bunch of different companies, a whole bunch of different terms, rates, everything else, and all they do for a living basically is writing mortgages. So they will go there, they'll see your situation, pull your credit, assets, income, all that, and then they will figure out which product is best for you. They'll search around, get you one that's best for you. That's kind of like going to Expedia. They're going to shop all the different hotel companies and flights and everything else, and they're going to find the ones with the best rates for you. And then, of course, you can pick which one you like, but that way you're going to know that you're getting the best product that's going to work for you long term. You got to think this isn't just about closing costs right now, but this is also about the life of the loan for the next 30 years. How's that product going to perform for you? So I just right off the bat would suggest going to a broker. Even if you don't use my folks, find somebody that all they do is mortgages, they do them very well, and they have a wide range of products to choose from, okay? People have asked, well, is that more expensive because you got a middleman? It's generally not, because they're going to sell off that product to the banks, so they get paid from the banks. And it can often just cost you less anyways because they do a lot more of them, less overhead and that kind of thing. So shop around. The second thing in regards to picking a mortgage company, is can you go with multiple companies? Should you shop around? My answer is yeah, absolutely. If you do that with credit cards or a car dealership, something like that, that can ding your credit pretty big. It's not the case so much with mortgage. It might be 2 or 3 points, I think. Fairly insignificant amount. That's generally not going to be a deal breaker. So shop around, make sure that you're getting the best rates if you like to do that. So we always have companies that we recommend, and a lot of people are a little nervous maybe to just go with a realtor's recommendation. Why, I'm not entirely sure, but I want to clarify, why do we always recommend, why are we always pushing you to use our guys? First of all, you can use whoever you'd like. We can't make you use any one company. So why do we recommend them? I don't get paid to recommend anybody. There's nothing like that, no real incentive for me. But here's the thing. I want to ensure that you have the best transaction possible, that everything goes smooth from start to finish. If you use one of the guys that I recommend, they have a lot riding on every transaction because they want to keep getting my referrals sent their direction. And if they start screwing up, if they're bad with communication, if they're bad with closing on time, they're not going to get that business. So obviously it's not just your transaction, but it's all of the transactions that I have throughout the years, year after year. That's what's on the line for them. So they're going to make sure they do an awesome job for you to keep me happy, okay? And that's the case with any realtor. That's why we push it. Think of if you just went to maybe your local bank or whatever company that somebody's used for you. You can do that. However, if you're going to go to an individual company, you need to understand they don't really have much writing on the line just to keep you happy enough with that transaction that you don't complain to their boss. And if you're happy enough, then that's good enough, and they'll just go to the next person after you. They don't have much writing on the line. So if you want to go with a company that maybe a mortgage person, that's fine. Just make sure they come highly recommended, or you've used them and know that they're going to do a great job, okay? It's not worth blowing up a deal because we can never get a hold of the guy, or because she's not able to get you closed on time. That can cost you a lot in the long run. You could lose the property if you can't close on time. So you can use whoever's best for you, and you need to make the decision that's right for you. You just got to go with somebody who you know is going to do a great job and get you closed. And that's why I recommend our guys, because they're really good at taking care of my folks. So hopefully that helps. Consider going with the broker that can shop around for you and make sure that whoever you choose comes highly recommended with a lot riding on the line. So thanks so much. Hopefully that helps. I've also got another 20 videos just like this about getting pre-approvals, which mortgage type's right for you, getting your credit fixed, how much does it cost to buy, all these kinds of topics for buyers and sellers. It's on my website. Go check it out for free. It's jcarmack.com. Thanks so much. Have a great day.